Well, who knows? It's getting a little dangerous out there. I'll tell you that right now. Had to go to Manhattan Police Precinct. I know
You guys decide. Is any of this true? Listen to Vince interview John and John's responses.
the guy who's, I know the guy who stole the who stole the phone. I know, I know where he is. I know where he lives, and I know that Pinky and Baby Fatso said that they were the ones to get this private eye to do this shit. This is a serious crime now. I mean, you guys calling this Lee County superintendents, calling the animal services. I mean, is this? I thought it was never personal, always funny, right? Shitware, right, Vincent?
Well, it depends.
Which must be, isn't Shitware's slogan always funny?
No, that's Carl's.
Never personal.
Well, one of those is true.
It seems to be never funny and always personal, right?
Pretty much. But are you sure that Chuli's behind this big caper?
Well, let's say that Kate and I are convinced that he has his filthy, snaky hands in it. Would you put it past him?
I hope he's not involved in this because it's serious. You're probably talking about multiple felonies, potential federal crimes,
Yes.
depending on if they move the phone across state lines. So if they all colluded in it, they're just as guilty as the person that actually stole it. Now, I have no proof that your phone was even stolen. I don't really know the details, John, so we'll get into it. I don't know if we're going to get ahead of ourselves here.
Yeah, Vince. Let me just say, he's contacted a
Look how he's looking up to his right. If he knew what he was saying, he wouldn't be thinking about what he's going to say. It's weird, right?
friend of mine and asked the friend for money for the phone. And now, so in other words, he's trying to. So I mean, that's a crime. I mean, he stole a phone, and now he's gonna fucking try and sell it, and tell him that he wants this like enormous amount of money.
Who's he, Shuli?
No, the guy that stole it.
So why are you blaming Shuli?
Well, who sent the guy there?
Well, I am not going to make that jump right now, John.
No. I'm not gonna say it's the shit way. I'm saying that Pinky and Baby Fatso, they got the pictures immediately that were on that phone, and they said that they had a PI trailing me. They're essentially saying they had somebody there, and the guy that stole the phone also stole my friends. 3 phones were stolen, Vince.
All right,
And
so
my-
can we back up, John? Because I was out for a few days. I didn't know what was going on. People thought that, first of all, this was something that I made up with you, and it's all bullshit. And I didn't understand initially that you actually did hang out with Kate Meany. I told you privately, I said, this is all bullshit. I said the pictures are fake.
I know you did.
And can we start back to how long have you been talking with Kate?
Um, since she super chatted my show, I'd like to say a month ago, maybe.
And how often would you be talking?
Every night.
So you're back to your old ways with her.
Probably we talk more now than we did before.
So you came into the city. Did you have a plan to meet with her?
Yeah, that was the plan.
Who came up with that?
We both did. I said I was going to be
So is this all real or is it all BS? Or is it John's fantasy? Watch Vince get into it.
in there on Thursday night, so let's have dinner.
So that was last Thursday night?
Yeah, this past Thursday night. Yeah. And then I booked El Parador. I made a reservation on Wednesday night. She was very excited to see me, and she showed up, and it was, let's say, it was very, we couldn't keep our hands off each other.
So your story doesn't make sense. So you said Thursday night, but then it's Wednesday night. You booked El Parador, which is at a
Wednesday night, I made the reservation for Thursday.
Okay. Where's El Parador?
El Parador is a Mexican restaurant that I go to all the time on 34th.
Where?
34th Street.
Okay. Now, did you plan to meet her privately or with a group of friends?
No, it was just me and her.
So there's stories that other
Okay,
people were at.
Vince, just don't ask. I'll take you through it.
Well,
So we go to El
again,
Parador.
make it clear for us.
So we go to El Parador. We barely eat. We're just kind of like really, hanging out, having a good time, as the pictures can tell. And then we asked the bellhop, not a bellhop, but the beer back, whatever you call it, and a waiter to take some pictures, which he did, and more than what you've seen so far. And then she said, you want to go and meet all my friends. I can't wait to introduce you to my friends. So then we took the cab uptown to
Looking up in the air. Is something wrong with his story when he does that?
get what the name of the bar was. They were closing, so we went to the bar across the street, and that's where all the shenanigans happened.
A genius with a perfect memory. You can't remember the name of the bar, the bar back, or the maitre, whatever you call them. Not the maitre d', whatever you call them, or the bar back you call them. Brilliant, brilliant.
So that's where all her friends were there. She had a super hot friend there named
What was his name?
Emma, and then Emma's mom was there, who was super hot.
Oh,
So-
really?
Yeah, so you have these three hot women there, and it's me and Kate, and then a few other guys. But there was one guy that I don't know, just kind of became part of our group. That was the guy that stole the phones.
Well, you don't know that yet. We haven't established anything there yet. So didn't you go to a strip club after?
So what happened was, I do know that, Vince, but of course you don't understand what happened. So what happened was, my friend, his phone got stolen, and he needed it because he's going skiing the next day. So he was freaking out. So he confronted the fucking guy because he had kind of assumed it was him.
Yeah, but the story's going all over the place. Was that at the strip
It's
club or
not
at the bar?
going all over the place. We're at the bar. Where I said that's where all the shenanigans start. So that's where my brother-in-law's, maybe not my brother, my friend's phone was stolen. So my friend's phone was stolen.
This guy made full of them questioning.
My friend was going nuts and confronted this tall guy. The tall guy got scared because my friend is intimidating because he's also from Long Island. And the guy
It's a 6-year-old telling a story and yelling and screaming because nobody believes him.
got scared and said, oh, I thought that somebody just left it on the table. And that's how I know it's the same fucking guy.
Okay, well, that indicates maybe he took Doug's phone, but that doesn't mean that it's your
It's
phone.
not Doug. It's a friend of mine, Jeff.
Well, it's your brother-in-law. Isn't your brother-in-law named Doug?
Yeah, but I said my friend. And by the way, the point being, Vince, it doesn't matter. The point being is that phone was stolen, and then but he got caught, so he gave
Right.
it back.
I would agree.
Kate and I both didn't know that our phones were gone because we were too busy having fun. So then when we went to the strip club, Flash Dancers, that's when, and still I didn't know mine.
All right,
was,
I got you. So Flash Dash is Midtown or downtown?
Flash Dancers is 45th Street.
There's two of them. That's why I'm asking. So Flash Dancers in Midtown.
Yeah, why? Where's the other one?
I know Devin told me he passes one every day going to school, and I looked it up. There's one downtown.
Oh, no, it was Midtown.
Okay, so you're at Flash Dancers Midtown. Who'd you go to Flash Dancers with?
All of us, pretty much. Everybody.
So Doug, you, and Kate, and her friends?
Jeff, me, and Kate, and then Emma, her mom. It was one guy that I thought was Kate's friend Clark, but it wasn't. It was somebody else, some tall dude. And I have his phone number. I know where he
All
lives.
right, we're going to get into that because so far you haven't indicated that you lost your phone yet.
No, so then we were in the cab. Then we were still just Kate and I took the cab back to her place. And then at some point when I got to her place, I realized the phone was gone. And
Okay, so you don't know where you lost your phone.
Let me ask you guys something. When you tell somebody a story, every other word, do you look up in the air and think, oh, what's going on? Is it because he can't remember anything? He's got dementia, or is it he's lying?
I don't give a fuck what you think, Dwarfy.
No, John, I'm just trying to help you out here. I'm on your side. I just want to flush it out. You do a lot of speculating, and that's where things can go awry. So
But I know that I'm right because the guy told my friend that it was him that stole it.
What guy told your friend?
The guy that stole the phone has been texting my friend asking him for money for the fucking phone. So obviously this guy knew who I was. He's released pictures and everything else. So the speculation is only from, it's called the hypothesis. And the hypothesis is an educated guess. And an educated guess is because all arrows point to it was stolen.
Right. You would agree that with the hypothesis, we have to test it, the scientific method. And that's all I'm doing. I'm not saying you're right or wrong. However, you're claiming that someone is texting you, claiming they stole the phone.
My friend and two of my friends have gotten texts, and this guy, because I know what the guy looks like, and I also know where he lives, and I know everything about the guy. I know his name.
Okay. So then let's go back then. You went to Kate's house after the strip club, right? Kate's apartment. When you got there, did you recognize that you had your phone?
That's when I knew I lost it.
As soon as you got there?
Some point when we were...
So, not really related, but what happened when you got back to Kate's house, apartment?
We went to bed. I don't know.
You went right to the bedroom?
Pretty much. I mean, I can't remember if we had some wine, but I think we went straight to bed. It was late.
What time about?
Probably like 1 or 2 in the morning.
Okay. Now, you had said...
It's amazing how he can't remember anything suddenly.
Something about her bed being...
No. I'm not talking about that. Please. Do me a favor. Some things I tell you privately. Anything that I've told you, that's private. Please, can we keep it that way?
Well, we really... Yeah, sure. No problem. I don't think we talked about...
No. I just don't want to...
All right, fair enough. Did you hook up with her?
Anything I told you that was something that
I don't know. I was out of it, John.
All right, please don't... All right. Anything I told you...
I'm asking you the questions. Did you hook up with her?
But anything I told you on the phone, like that, I told you, like, when I was at the Verizon store, please, let's just keep that confidential for right now.
All right. I will just ask questions.
That's why I called you before, because I knew you were going to do shit like this. I don't want anything revealed about anything that I told you.
Well, I got some more information from this person, and I'm going to ask you about it, and hopefully we can figure out exactly what happened. So after you left the strip club, you went back to Kate's house. Did you hook up with her at her house?
See, now, look, this is Baby Fatso just tweeted this out. Can someone get this tweet over to Stuttering John?
He doesn't want to answer the question, so he diverts.
I know you're going to go into the police to file a report today. Can you let them know Pinky and I hired not just one, but 2 PIs to follow?
Yeah, John, I don't get distracted by them. So far, they have nothing to do with this. You're at Kate's house, her apartment. Did you hook up with her there?
It doesn't matter, Vince. Why do you care?
No, I'm just curious. Because I'm a Yenta. I'm curious.
I was just curious to the story of the phones. I thought we were going to stay on topic here.
Oh, we didn't agree to anything. I don't know what happened. I think
No, everything is fake. The picture, the kiss is all AI.
See, he's doing it again now. He's saying everything's fake. This way he can say, no. And then intimate, yes.
We didn't do anything.
I was wrong. I had said to you, this is AI.
No, you were right.
I was wrong.
Fake. We didn't do anything.
I said I was wrong.
We didn't do anything. Don't worry about it.
See what he's
All
doing?
right, so you hooked up with her. I don't give a shit. I mean, did you have sex with her?
It doesn't matter.
6-year-old logic.
No, we didn't do anything.
There you go. It's his way of saying yes.
It's going to be a great show if we're not going to get any information out.
I thought we had a ton of other things to talk about.
This is the biggest news going on in your life ever. You hooked up with a 24-year-old. I was wrong about you even doing
it. How dare you? I'm not a creep.
You had previously told me that you would never hook up with someone that is younger than your oldest child. What happened?
When we started talking.
You see, he's making up something. So that indicates whenever he does that, he's lying. He's making up, figuring out what to say.
For the second time around, not the first time. The first time, I stuck to that fact. I was interested in Kristen Carney. That's a fact, Jack, and Kate will tell you that. But when we started talking and she apologized profusely and felt so bad And then we started talking and laughing, and it became, a very, I don't know, like it was like we were, like it was. I know it seems bizarre, but it was like we were falling in love. It was crazy.
That's not bizarre at all, John. Obviously, she's got major
Is she setting him up or what?
daddy issues, which is great for you. And
I
you're an
wouldn't say
older
that.
guy.
I wouldn't say that.
Well, John, if your dad was gay, you're going to have issues unless you're super strong mentally.
Well, Devin and Alexandra's dad is gay, and
Exactly, and expect them to have major issues.
well, put it this way: the person that is, because I see so many super chats. But the person. What happened was in the morning, Kate called one of her
Look up in the air.
friends, who she thought was
Make
a
up a
friend,
story.
and this friend is the one that's spilling all this information, who is involved with this theft.
Are you alleging Kate's phone was also stolen?
Not alleging, it was,
How do you know that?
because she had to go and get another one.
And you saw her with a new phone?
She got it yesterday.
Is there any chance Kate stole your phone while you were passed out at her house?
No,
How do you know that?
because because I know she wouldn't do that.
Right.
See, what I've heard, John, from the person that's been texting me, who I don't know who it is, he's claiming that Kate took your phone.
Really?
And I'm being serious. I'll send you the text to verify it. But let's just assume he sent that to me. I don't know if it's true or not, but he's saying Kate took your phone.
He said that Kate stole my phone.
Yes. And then I said, well, how did she get into the phone without the password? And he said that, I'll read it to you and I'll send it to you as I'm doing it. He said that the phone was initially
Watch as he reads it. He's making up his own questions. It's all nonsense.
open, and then
Impossible.
hold on. She said he said that she said the phone was initially open and that she watched you put the numbers in.
Okay.
He's not reading that. You see that?
Mm-hmm.
Could that be true?
No, because the phone was dead.
Okay. I don't know, John. I'm just asking these questions. We're trying to figure out.
No, the phone was dead. So the phone, I couldn't have got into it.
All right. So initially, this is what this guy said. I'm trying to flush this thing out. See.
No, I know, but
Yeah.
why are we trusting a thief?
I'm not. I don't know who's a thief here, and there is a chance it seems that Kate took your phone.
Isn't this guy trying to get? Isn't he trying to get some money?
Kate may have seen him do it on another occasion. Open his phone. He's stupid, so you never know.
All right. So yeah, there's someone that texted me saying that he asked how much I would pay for your phone. Now,
Yeah.
I didn't
Now watch Vince. He's not reading. He's making it up.
know what was going on because I wasn't following this. So I don't know if this guy's lying or not.
Could I say how much he asked you for?
Yes.
$10,000.
Yeah, I mean that's sort of the truth. I had said that we could put 10,000 up. This is sort of unrelated, John. Oh, so he goes like this. So I'm like, well, give me some unique information that tell me that you knew exactly what was going on. He said John showed up really drunk to the restaurant. I said, I could have told you that. I didn't need to be there. So what he said,
I didn't have it. Wait, El Power.
I'm telling you, John will fold under questioning. And watch Vince. This is brilliant.
Door.
yeah, I mean, what else place could you,
didn't-
wherever you met, was that the initial place you met?
Yeah, El Power Door. And I had my first drink when Kate got there at El Power Door. I hadn't had a drink before that, so I was not drunk at all. I was sober.
Here's what he wrote. Kate was surprised that he showed up completely trashed and stunk like booze.
That's a lie. That's a blatant lie.
Just ask him, why would he show up to a date like this? I wrote, that's not a reveal. If he showed up sober, that would be news. That's what I wrote to him. No.
He always stinks like booze. He lives on booze 24/7.
He called her the next day asking her what happened. I go, yeah, that's what drunks do. all the regular shit, complaining about prices and things. I could have told you that. I kept putting Z's. He's trying to get people to buy him drinks. I'm like, yeah, that's John. That's nothing new, right?
Vince is setting him up big,
What part of this is new?
and John believes it.
And then,
well, first of all, the guy.
oh, so John, here's what he goes. It was there. I got this. How did she get the phone? How did the phone get swiped from John? I asked him. He doesn't know. What's the story? He didn't drop it. It was there. She took it.
Mm-hmm. So
Okay.
then, so he's saying Kate gave him this phone.
I'll keep reading this to you and I'll send it to you. Any clue how his phone could be in Ithaca? John, you had told me that
Yes.
Apple said that your phone was in Ithaca, New York.
Yes.
He claims Apple said it. He had no use for his phone that night. He's implying you're trying to hook up with her. I didn't verify it. All right. I'm not sure where her mother lives. I don't know why he would say that. Is she in Ithaca by any chance?
No.
Or upstate New York?
No.
Okay. Oh, she went through it while he was passed out.
I doubt that.
Let's see. But she snagged it while he was plastered. And then I wrote, how much money did you have in your pants if she went through? So those texts and everything will come out. What do you mean? She went through his phone. She probably copy and pasted all his texts to his kids and all that shit. Oh, how'd she get the password? So that's what I asked her. It was open at first because he put his phone down and then she watched him enter it.
I mean, the only way that could have been
See, a minute ago the phone was dead. Now he's shrugging his shoulders and looking up.
possible is when I was sober at El Parador, and we were our arms, as you can see by the pictures, we were all over each other. There wasn't any. I wasn't putting any passcodes in my fucking phone. I was busy fucking paying attention to my date.
Obviously,
A minute ago the phone was dead. What happened? It woke up?
that's why there's
So
a
I
chance
don't-
maybe.
I don't look. I don't think look. After what happened with the taping and the phone calls, I mean, is she capable of doing something? Has she done something like that in the past? Yes, but I don't think she stole my phone. I think this guy's just full of shit.
Okay, said phone wasn't dead. That's just you trying to squirm out of it.
Vince, I swear on my life, because
You don't have to tell me, John. I'm just telling you what he
Oh.
wrote me.
Kate will attest to this. When I
Swear on my life. It's a lie.
tried to get on my phone, it was dead. She was with me when it was dead. And the other thing I'll tell you is, so let's get this straight for a second, Vince. Now, I'm going to try and ask you to use your Columbia brain. Okay? If my friend's phone was stolen and we found the guy that stole his, which was a man, why then are we going to then jump that there's two perpetrators? The guy stealing my friend's phone, and then Kate's phone was definitely stolen. And I know that's as a fact. And then my phone is stolen. And then somehow this guy's alleging that the only phone Kate
How do you know it? As a fact, Kate told you?
stole was mine. She didn't steal my friend's. So therefore, again, my hypothesis is this
She could have said a phone was stolen and not been and still have it. Dummy.
guy's just trying to put it on Kate.
Well, this is
Okay.
the guy that you're claiming
Kate,
has the
Kate, as you
information.
text me right now, did you steal my phone? I'll believe you. I will.
Send her a text. Let's talk to her.
I don't. She doesn't want any part of the Delvers. But Kate, just text me. I don't believe you did. So did you steal my phone? It's a simple question. It's not a compound question, is it, Vincey?
No, it's a beautiful question. The only thing is, John, she could obviously misrepresent the answer to you. So just because your friend's phone was stolen doesn't mean that that same person stole your phone.
Of course not, Vince. And just
Right.
because,
She can send a text to your laptop? Apple?
and just because Lindsay
I get
Lohan
what you're saying, John. It's an indicator, but it's not 100.
is the same way that the other 10 were killed, normal people would make the conclusion that it's the same guy. Well, me thinking
More
the
an
guy
assumption.
stole my friend's phone, I would assume the same guy took mine because it seemed like he was a man on a mission.
Did you ever have your phone outside of your possession throughout the night?
No.
So you're saying this guy had to get the phone from your pocket
Yes.
in order to steal it?
Yes.
No
But
way.
your brother, his phone, brother-in-law's phone, was left somewhere.
Friend, God damn it.
Your friend. He actually had his phone out, though.
No, he had put it on the table.
Right. You
With
never
that-
did that.
I might have put it on the. I could have put mine on the table. The only reason why I would think, the only reason why it does hold a little weight now, but keep in mind, I was fucking totally inebriated by the time we got back to Kate's. But I will say, well, not inebriated enough to not be able to get an erection, but I was
You had to put that in. Right?
inebriated, and I will say that I thought that I had the phone in the cab, but I don't know if the cab was to the strip club or the cab was to Kate's. Therein lies my memory, and I don't know which. Like when the last time I saw my phone was in a cab. That's a fact.
You can remember you had a boner, but you can't remember anything else, huh? And with those blood pressure pills and Klonopin, no way.
Jack. Now the question is, was it at Kate's, or was it before I got to Kate's, or was it before I got to Flash Dancers? And therein lies the question.
Did you take a cab or a car service, like an Uber or something else?
I wish we could order an Uber, but see, my phone was dead, so we couldn't. That's why it could. But then I asked Kate. I go,
There's a big clue because you looked at your phone, so you had it on you to
Yeah.
check to see if you can get an Uber.
Yeah,
Does Kate have a charger at her house?
I'm sure she does. But here's the other issue. But I think we wanted to get an Uber to go to Flash Dances because we were uptown and we were trying to go downtown. In fact, I think we.
So were you.
What?
So were you.
Yeah, so I think we had to walk to Flash Dancers. So therefore,
We were on 34th Street. You're going to 45th. That's downtown?
we couldn't get an Uber. So it could have been on the way there. The whole thing is a fucking mystery. But if Case,
Well, we're getting closer there because your brother-in-law's phone was stolen
Friend.
before Flash Dancers, and you tried to take your phone out to get Uber to Flash Dancers. So it was different locations.
if the same guy was at each place,
Are you upset at all at anything on the phone can be incriminating to you?
not incriminating, no.
Anything that's embarrassing that we wouldn't know about?
I don't know. I mean, yeah, how would I know?
What's your phone?
Like what?
Naked pictures, your porn sites that you visited, all that stuff. Emails to family.
Email? Well, how would
All those texts to your kids that you stalk every day?
he get into an email?
Wouldn't they just open up the phone and see your email there?
They'd have to log into my Gmail.
Well, I'm sure everything's
No, if your phone is on, everything's logged in. Google.
saved in there.
I don't know, Vince, but I mean, why don't you just pay this guy for the phone?
He didn't really make that offer, John. He was saying like he'd get it to me, not that he actually had it. I actually asked him for proof of life, sort of like the Gary puppet. Like, do you have a picture of John's phone? Because I would pay for it for you to get it back.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I know.
So pay for it, and
How
I'll,
about thank you?
So once you found out that your phone was missing, what'd you do?
freaked out. But that's something like why then when I was on the phone with Apple, it was in Ithaca. So if it was Kate that had it, how did it get to Ithaca? Like that's, I mean, she didn't have a car.
Yeah, I don't know, John. Was anyone there with her in college or live in upstate New York?
I mean, I don't know where they would live, but
Would you agree at least there's a probability that Kate potentially stole your phone?
I think I've asked her. She denies it. So I mean, there's a probability. Everything's a probability. I mean, anything could have been true. But seis quattro, six, and this guy Jeff. What is it? An eighth day of Christmas. Two. I don't know. I don't know. I have 9 pimples on my back, and then
What are we doing? Giving out his phone number in a coy manner?
8 warts and nueve seis cuatro. What? No, I have all these pimples on. No, I'm only kidding. They're really just little bumps from eczema.
Let's.
See, he's preemptive strike again. He's trying to be smart like a average 6-year-old. Here we go.
You're giving out someone's phone number. Why do you have animosity towards that person?
This is the person that Kate. Now, here's the other thing. When Kate called this person in the morning, well, in the afternoon, because we didn't get out of bed till 1 o'clock. But when she talked to this person, it was on FaceTime on her computer, like she didn't have a phone. Now you could go, well, that was a guise to make it appear that she.
Okay. So
And
look, if she stole the phone, John, I mean, that's a huge deal. I don't think she did, but I don't have any proof to say one way or another.
Well, I thought that she did. In fact, I asked her to go. I asked her to go through a pocketbook, and she had a very tiny pocketbook, so the phone would be sticking out of it. It was like a Prada or whatever,
Not if she took it at your house, John.
What?
At her house, sorry. If she took it at your apartment while you were passed out drunk on
No,
her
it's her
mattress. Right.
Yeah.
So why would you go through just her bag?
Well, yeah, she could have hid it somewhere. Yeah, of course. Anybody could hide anything.
Yeah. I mean, you're already home. She's not going to put the phone that she swiped from you while you were passed out drunk on her mattress in her bag.
First of all, no, I don't think that she'll get mad at me. She wasn't exactly fucking sober either, Vince. And by the way, I sang her to sleep.
What song?
Oh,
It's called Lead On.
brother.
I know that you're feeling kind of lonely. I know that there's trouble with you. There you go.
Trying to give her nightmares? What are you doing?
So I sang her, and then I scratched her back, and yeah, okay. My shitty internet provider. You said Kate would rather F Alex Stein rather than you. Yeah, how do you know that?
You
See, that's
said that.
and this is.
Oh, no, I had said that, John, publicly because I was talking with Bob. The guy that texted me saying he had your phone
Yeah.
had claimed you had made that particular claim, which I had said publicly.
That's why I know the guy. I know exactly who the guy was.
Did you
When
say that during that night?
No, in that phone call at 1 in the afternoon, I started just making like I started saying a lot of different things that were funny. Some were true, some weren't. But either way, I didn't trust the guy. The guy's name is Ace. So this is the guy that released those pictures. Laughs. Like it wasn't like what you would say would be sexual harassment. When she got there, she came and hugged me, and we hugged for like what seemed like 10 minutes. We just hugged and kissed. I mean, it was beautiful.
Yeah.
And then,
I knew you were in love the second I
and then
saw
when
the way
she
you
sat,
reacted.
and then when she sat with me, we were all over each other. I mean, it was just a wonderful thing. So for her to then,
So what do you think? She telling the truth? She's setting him up? Is it all bullshit? What do you do? What's the deal? Text me. Let me know what you guys think. I'm really curious. This is so stupid. I can't believe it.
steal my phone. I mean,
Was for an iPhone 14, fuck it. It's not that much money.
my shitty internet provider, case bed was all bloody nasty. We already know. Well, the only way you would ever get that is because of that fucking guy that she told.
No, I think I may have revealed that, John. I apologize. I didn't know that you wanted to keep that a secret. So she didn't have any sheets on her bed. That's what I made public.
Well, I know she wouldn't. This is what caused this last rift.
Wait, I think you said that. No, you said that
No,
today.
the guy
You
that
did.
Jeffrey Gorian, that guy I told, or whoever, I don't know what that's his real name. Ace. I told him all this shit, but some of the shit where I was just being funny. John's gonna be Halloween hand things, but why? What can a super inebriated 24-year-old consent to? First of all, I was way more inebriated than her. Man,
Did you guys at least
getting Kate more snow candy, helping her. I didn't get any coke. Why trash? I swear on my life, I did not
lie.
I did not buy any coke. I had nothing to do with the purchase of any coke, and that's a fact, Jack.
Did you ingest any cocaine?
No comment.
I mean, who cares how you got it?
Well, I'm saying if somebody handed me a little thing and I just took a little
well, you wouldn't pay for it, is what you're saying, you cheap bastard.
Bump. I mean, the Swedish krona. Mike Morse, a.k.a. Sonny. I knew it. Yeah, okay.
Your mom was probably having an affair while your dad was alive.
No.
She's a human ape, John. They're all the same.
He lives in Louisiana.
Damn. Yeah. How did she meet a black guy from Louisiana without the internet?
No, I can't remember. So,
well, we gotta ask her. Where is she?
No, she probably doesn't want me talking about it.
Well, she's 100 years old. What the fuck does she care?
Yeah, 87.
200. She's 87.
I'm 87 years old. I don't think she gives a shit. This is interesting.
Well, I'll find out, and then because we have one more thing in the dwarf, so on Saturday next Monday we'll. Vince Lloyd, will you be buying Stuttering John a new phone? I was hoping he would.
How much was the new phone?
$100,000.
Pay your debt. No, maybe he would.
Something's up about the new price of the phone because you're not complaining as much as you normally would be.
Because it's monthly, so my price went from $90 a month to $130. So it's a $40. Yeah. It's not crazy.
Fuck it, Kate's worth $40 a month.
Your mom's paying for it anyway, so.
Fool me, or I'd give you my email, but then everyone's going to email me right now. So I don't know how I can do that.
John, I'm sure this guy isn't joking.
Oh, you think he's full of shit?
Yeah. I don't know how Kate got your phone.
Yeah, I know. Now
that you think about it. Could she have been hiding it in her vagina? That's why she's going to let you touch it.
No.
Are you certain about that?
Yes, I am certain about that.
Did she claim that she was menstruating?
What? Clearwater chat, thanks for 5 hours. Just behavior can't get a job working third shift at a Dairy Queen. Do you know that you can't even get a job at a Home Depot or Lowe's without a high school diploma?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Not true.
John's crooked finger. So sad you're falling for this again. Okay, now let's get to this package.
Let's just say it is all a work where she did say phone. Was it worth it for that night?
Well, it depends what you're talking about. Why? What would be the reason she would steal the phone in the first place?
She wants to avenge her mom because of what you said about her.
Mm-hmm.
Or whatever, any reason. Who cares? Let's just say she did it as a goof. I say it's worth it for a stupid phone. Plus, you got an upgrade.
But then who is this guy that's...
Things to distract you, John. None of those guys took your phone, most likely.
So you don't think the guy has it?
They could potentially have got it after Kate swiped it from you, if she did. Again, I'm just speculating. I don't know who took your phone at all. Just speculating here.
It really is weird because I thought for sure I had it in the cab going to Kate's. I really did.
You did. I mean, you've never lost your phone in years. You didn't have it outside of your pants pocket.
He lost his wallet twice in 2 weeks. He lost everything, his credit cards. So no big get.
Bigger than you. But as far as comparing you to Shuli, I think that's, well, it's kind of rude.
It's kind of rude.
Kind of partial.
Why?
And
Okay.
I mean, people say Bob's either all this or all that, but Bob's a combo of everything.
Yeah.
And do
Everything
I
is
think
good.
that Bob sometimes comes up with stuff that's really funny. He just needs to like work on it, like any other comic.
Shuli is a good running a show. He really is.
Look how bad you guys did without Shuli.
I mean, well, we put Mike there. I'm sorry. I mean,
Or you. Both of you were like,
oh, well, how can I do? Look, I can host my own show. I can't do that
I don't
shit.
think that Shuli intentionally set out to like hurt me or.
What the fuck is so hard about fucking putting together a show, Vince? I did it all the time.
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
think she was almost conflating the two,
Yeah, and look at what you did. Oh, beautiful show.
meaning a show.
Disgusting spectacle of ourselves making out with each other.
Ugh.
I would never have said these are two people that were fond of each other. These are two drunks out on a fucking Friday or Saturday night that are just doing what drunks do at a dive bar.
at El
This
Parador?
guy, he's trying to make this so much more than it was.
I think part of that is because he's truly in love. Like he really,
Oh,
I think
God.
you're right.
Oh,
he really
God.
thinks this is the one, and this is.
Because what shitware, you don't think you're a high school dropout. Please, you're embarrassing yourself. Don't.
He is right there, though, on some levels. You do love her, and you do think she's the one in terms you said you would marry her.
Put it this way. When I say I love somebody, doesn't mean that I'm fucking in
Don't
love.
ask
I
me.
mean, it means that I love the person. Like I love, like
Can you believe this guy?
when you talk to somebody, everyone imagines me. She was a science teacher from Colorado, and we hooked up in California. And so that's just. And then the other girl,
Look up.
Maria,
Yeah, look up. Make
who
up a lie.
was also gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
The
Of
one that
course.
blew me by the in front, right by her mobile home.
yeah, Anthony's way off.
No, but she's beautiful too, and so
Of course.
she just got there. So it wasn't like it was just because we had been talking for a
All right,
month
guys.
straight.
All right, guys. 41 minutes of this nonsense. Text me what you guys, comment what you guys think. I'm really curious. You guys have good insight. All right. Ciao for now.